Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waterford High School for this week's edition of WIAA football, week 1 opening night here in the WIAA. We've got a good one here in the Milwaukee area here on Zaleski Sports. It'll be the Oak Creek Knights, the away team, and the Waterford Wolverines, the home team. Here come the Oak Creek Knights coming out.
For today's football game featuring
you can just tell and feel the atmosphere is high tonight here for week 1. Elijah Banks-Salata with you here tonight alongside Matt Peck producing. We got a really good game tonight here. Like I said, the atmosphere is going to be really good tonight. Both teams brought out a big crowd, really big student section tonight for the Waterford Wolverines, a pretty decent crowd for the 30-mile drive for the Oak Creek Knights here for the Southeast Conference versus Southern Lakes Conference tonight here. It's going to be a really great game tonight here as we are going to get set for the national anthem here in a couple seconds. So I think we're going to turn it over in about a sec for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the singing of our national anthem. Singing the national anthem tonight is Waterford alumni Savannah Schrader.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran clear, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at WIAA football here live on Zaleski Sports with a Milwaukee football, Oak Creek versus Waterford tonight here. Elijah Banks-Salata alongside Matt Peck producing once again here. We are fired up and ready to get FNL underway here. Let's talk a little bit about the teams before we get started. Let's start off with the visiting Oak Creek Knights coming in. Head coach Joel Parr. He's been the coach here for a very long time here, and this is going to be a very interesting year for them. Last year they went 8-3 with a 6-1 conference record. They had some key losses last year. They lost to Muskego 8-15 in week 2, and they lost to Franklin twice, first in the regular season and in the playoffs to their rival. So some key losses for the Knights as they get ready to kick off here and defer for the second half. Jackson Phelps, a big running back, they lost, but they got Nate Schaff this year who's returning to keep it going for them. You got Braden Rohde, another loss at wide receiver. Drew Braun, the biggest one here, the Wisconsin Luke Fickle product right now here. The linebacker and tight end with 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, 20 tackles for losses. And he was even a big part of their offense as well. As we get set to start here, Benny Heiselou, the senior, going to do the kickoff right now for the Knights. As when he gets it underway, our season's underway here on Zaleski Sports. And here we go. The season is underway from Waterford High School as Ted returns it in, cuts back inside, and a flag. Maybe an early. Wait, I thought I saw a flag. Yep, there's a flag on the play. As that return came out for about 20 yards to start it off. We're going to get a key look here at this Waterford offense as we find out what the penalty is before we get started. Oh, they're moving the chains back, so the penalty was on Waterford to start the game on the kickoff. I think it was a illegal block in the back. So Waterford comes out led by first-year head coach Brent Thoen.
Ball will be marked at approximately
Thoen had
the
some
8-yard line.
previous
We're
coaching
waiting.
experience here in
First
Waterford,
down,
and
Waterford.
most importantly, on Lewis Brown's staff at Franklin previously. So this is his first year. Last year, Waterford went 7-4, and they're led out by quarterback junior Caden Dessert, who's going to take it out, do a quick pass here, screen pass off to the left sideline. Only going to get about a couple yards on the play.
Pass complete to Carter Thompson.
Carter Thompson on the reception for the Waterford Wolverines.
Gate of 8 on the play.
Carter Thompson and Carson Thompson are both names to watch out for wide receiver-wise for these Waterford Wolverines, as both combined for 400 receiving yards last season. So it'll be second down and short coming up. Second down and 2. The start in the backfield. This Oak Creek defense, most importantly, losing star Drew Braum, who's at University of Wisconsin playing for Luke Fickle now. But they do got some really good guys on the defensive end, led by senior captain Kevin Wojciechowski at the D-line. So to start, he's going to get the snap. He's going to look to throw it here, looking to his right, running out of time to throw. The pass is caught up the middle to number 10, Weston Hotop. That's going to be a big gain to start the game. It just looked like Desart, he was pressured, he just chucked it up, and he was able to find a wide open senior, Weston Hotop, who had 158 rushing yards last year. A big 3, if you will, for this Waterford Wolverines team, wide receiver-wise. So the ball is moved up to the Waterford 39 now, 1st and 10. Desart in the backfield. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. And one wide receiver motioning, and I think that's going to be a false start on one of the guys on the O-line. They're going to move 5 yards back. 1st and 15 coming up. Very exciting night here. Almost looking like, looks 80 to 90% capacity here tonight at Waterford High School. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. As it's 1st and 15, now we're going to read. After this play, we'll read a sponsor for tonight. As the starts in the backfield, 3 wide receivers on the right, or left, 1 motioning to the right. The start's going to do another screen pass, and this one goes absolutely nowhere. As the start just looked like he wanted to fire that one off.
Desert's pass incomplete. 2nd and 15.
So it'll be 2nd and 15 from the 35-yard line of Waterford. Waterford had a really bad start to the year last year, 1-3 to start the season, and then they were on fire once they started conference play, going 6-1 the rest of the year, and made some noise in the playoffs, losing in round 2 to Stoughton ultimately, but really great year. But they were led by Carson Billets, a guy who they will miss dearly this year as running back and defensive back. To start in the backfield, 2nd and 15, rolling to his right. The start's going to scramble. He's going to take off himself. Couple guys in Oak Creek Knights all over him right there, as he'll get only a couple yards on that. It'll be 3rd and 10 coming up.
Carter Golonsky with the tackle.
Carter Golonsky with the tackle for the Knights. Oak Creek's defensive coordinator, led by Steve Haluknik. He's been here for a while now. Big piece to it. Talked with both coaches before the game. Both are fired up to get this underway and hope for a win to start the campaign and have 1,000 winning percentage to start it all. So Desart's going to come out on a 3rd and 10 here. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Sack coming, and Desart's just going to get demolished in the backfield. A bunch of Knights all over that one that time, and it'll set up 4th down. And Waterford's going to have to punt the football here on the first drive. And before they punt it, the Oak Creek Knights going to get a new look here this year. Last year it was a big story. Kate Polkowski, their 3-year starter, could have been their 4-year starter, opted out for a baseball scholarship. So they had to start a young sophomore, Isaiah Angelis, last year, who's now a D-back, a really good D-back. And then halfway through the season, they switched to Blake Furcus, who we're going to see to start the game tonight for these Knights. And we'll also see a new guy as well, a freshman, and J.J. Chapman. Got some high expectations for him. Already with an offer from the University of Toledo. Not even played in high school game yet. But Furcus will come into the game to start here, the junior. And we'll see what these Knights can do on this first drive of the year and who can improve or who can show out in this quarterback competition. That's what the word I was trying to say. Oak Creek's offensive coordinator is Robert Hellendrung. So Furcus line up in the backfield with the running back right to the right of him. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Furcus is going to hand it off on the first play up the middle. Again, only about a gain of 1 to 2 yards. That was Caden Bates on the carry. Oak Creek's got a couple pairs of running backs they could use tonight here. Caden Bates, senior. Nathan Schaff, the carry. Nathan Schaff's the biggest guy to watch here. He was the second string behind longtime running back Jackson Phelps last year. So this will be an interesting one to see here coming into it. So Furcus in the backfield. Nate Schaff in the backfield with him again. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 on the right. Furcus claps, hands it off to Schaff again. He's just going to plow his way forward. It's just going to be a little short for a first. Give it 3rd and 2 coming up. Gain of 6 for Schaff. So first 2 plays of the game going to Nate Schaff, going with the run game heavy here. I talked with Coach Brent Thoen on Waterford before the game. He said we got to stop the run game, and let's see if they really can contain them, as this has been a really dominant position for the Knights the last couple of years. So 3rd and 2, here we go. 7:25 left here to go in the first quarter. Furcus in the backfield with Schaff. 1 wide receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Furcus claps, hands it off up the middle. Schaff dives forward, and he gets the first down just enough here. So Oak Creek goes 3 rushing plays to start the game, but there's a flag down on the play, and it'll be face mask on the defense.
There's a flag on the play.
From what the ref signaled. As we want to remind you tonight, our sponsors, be a part of Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. So it was a face mask call, and Oak Creek moves up 15 yards forward, moving them up to Waterford's 48. That's a huge yard advantage right there to get up down the field. They had a first down no matter what with Nate Schaff, but they get extra yards to put him past midfield here. And we have yet to see Blake Furcus throw a fat pass here to start the game. Furcus claps, looking to his left, scrambling around, firing it up the middle. The pass is caught, and I'll pick up another first down for the Knights, as that time it was wide receiver Michael Busateri, senior. He's been a big part of this team the last 2 years. Last year, one of the leading wide receivers with Max Hoagland, who is another name we'll need to watch out for, number 10 on this Oak Creek Knights team, who is a junior. So 1st and 10 from Waterford's 35. Oak Creek driving down the field easily. 4 plays through this first quarter for them on offense, as Furcus is in the backfield. Gonna do the clap. He's gonna hand it off to Nate Schaff for a gain of about 5 on the play up the middle.
Nathan Schaff, the ball carrier.
Fleet Farm's bucket sale is going on now. Buy a 5-gallon bucket, 5-gallon Fleet Farm bucket, and get 15% off everything you can fit inside of the bucket. Shop the best prices guaranteed today in store or online at fleetfarm.com. So it'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 30 for Oak Creek. Really good drive on the ground and passing so far for Oak Creek. Furcus in the backfield. He's going to fake the handoff, do a little Aaron Rodgers play fake. He's going to go deep to the end zone. Touchdown! What a play fake by Blake Furcus to set up junior Max Hoagland to put up the Knights 6-0. What a play design by the Knights to start it off. Fakes the handoff to Schaff, does the little Rodgers hide the football, rolls to his left, and finds a wide open Hoagland in the end zone. A very good start for the Oak Creek Knights. As now kicker, this is interesting. We got 2 to 3 kickers on this Oak Creek Knights team. It'll be senior Brady Mobley coming out to kick the extra point here. Benny Heiselu designated for kickoffs. As Mobley gets a good snap, good hold. Kick is right down the middle, and the Oak Creek Knights lead 7-0. And they get first blood tonight here from Waterford High School in week 1. We're going to take a quick break right here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, the career and technical education spaces are currently overcrowded and lack sufficient workstations for participation in larger, scalable project work. There is currently a lack of project storage space, and some areas are not ADA compliant, hindering inclusive participation. Upgrades are needed in our effort to prepare students for increasingly popular industrial career paths. Your vote matters.
Welcome back to Waterford High School, ladies and gentlemen. 7-0, the Oak Creek Knights get on the board on their first drive off of a 30-yard passing touchdown from Blake Furcus to Max Hoagland. Very good start for your Oak Creek Knights. If you're an Oak Creek fan right now, this is a really good start as Heiselu getting ready for another kickoff here. Garrett Drager set to return it for the Waterford Wolverines. Heiselu's kick is up, and it will be returned for a touchback in the end zone. Weston Hotop doesn't want to get it. So we're going to see another drive right here for Brent Thowen's Waterford Wolverines. As they're looking to erase what happened on that first drive here. Not too bad of a start. Got a first down or two, and then couldn't really move the ball. A couple screen passes here. That's what they've been doing. Obviously, they don't have their star running back from last year, Carson Billets, who had over 1,400 yards, 16 rushing touchdowns. And he was also a big part on defense with 14 tackles for a loss as a linebacker. So Carson Dessert is going to start under center this time, the running back in the backfield. Waterford fans trying to hype him up a little bit here right now as the running back is going absolutely nowhere. Might maybe get a couple yards on the play, but
the ball carrier.
they're only about to get 3 yards on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Waterford Wolverines. Ran a couple of screen passes their last drive. Couldn't get those going. As Caden Dessart, is in the backfield. The running back to his right. 3 on his left. 1 on his right. Snap a little low. He's going to do a QB draw here. He's going to go up the middle. He's got yard room to run. And that should be enough to pick up the chains. Caden Dessert picking up about 7 yards on the play. Jackson Villarreal on the tackle for the Knights.
Dessert made it to the 34. Where will be first down Waterford.
First down Waterford from their own 34-yard line. Moving the ball pretty quick right now. Good design with the QB draw to start it. So Dessert in the backfield once again. 3 wide receivers on his left, 1 on his right, with a running back in his backfield. Motions a wide receiver to the right now. He's going to throw it to the right. Another screen pass, and Oak Creek's right on it right away. That time on the tackle, Isaiah Angelis, who was the starting quarterback for this Oak Creek Knights team to start last year. Even better on the defensive end. For only a gain of 2 right there. It just looks like early on here, Waterford not doing their job setting the screens, as it's 2nd down and 8 from their own 36. 3:55 left here to go in the first quarter. Long huddle right now for Caden Dessert and the Wolverines. Once again, the Waterford faithful trying to get this team on the board here in week 1. Every team's going to have their jitters and errors week 1, but they can clean it up here as Waterford, running back number 20 that time, Jax Pesh, went up the middle. It looked like he fell because he fell right into one of his O linemen, And that's the only reason why he only got a gain of a couple, but it will be 3rd and 3 coming up from their own 41. But interesting to see if they go run or pass right now. But 3rd and 3 coming up here. 1 wide receiver on the right, 1 wide receiver on the left, 3 on the right. Don't be surprised if one of them motions on the right to the left, as they don't. Oh, QB draw again. Dessart's going to get through for 5 more yards and maybe a little bit more past midfield. And that seems like that might be the bread and butter for Caden Dessert, as he's been a really good running threat for this Wolverines team as well, as it'll be a first down Waterford from Oak Creek's 48-yard line now. 1st and 10. So Waterford on this drive looks a lot smoother, trying to trick Oak Creek up a little bit. Couple QB draws, QB options, as Caden Dessert making the right reads right now. 3 wide receivers on the right, none on the left. They start in the backfield with Pesh to the right of him in the backfield. Desart's looking to roll right to his throw. He's going to do a quick check down to the right. A lot of room to run off the sideline. Up 1st down and more, 30. And Weston Hotop picks up a 1st down inside the Oak Creek 30. And that seems like another thing here. Quick passes and play action screen passes are the move so far tonight for the Wolverines. Gain of about 22 on the play for Weston Hotop. So Waterford moving the ball way better this second drive, as junior Caden Dessert looks way more comfortable right now. So Dessert has a wide receiver to his left, 3 on the right, Pesh in the backfield with him. Dessert's going to hand it off to Pesh, and Pesh is going to go nowhere, as there's a tackle right there from number 42 on Oak Creek. That time, Brady Gooley, the junior linebacker for the Knights. Not going to get anything out of that. So 2nd down and 10 from the 26-yard line.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
So Oak Creek Knights team trying to start off on the right foot here before they play arguably a top 5, top 10 team in state in the Muskego Warriors. So this should be a very interesting one, as Dessert's going to talk to Pesh a little bit in the backfield as he goes right back under center. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Pesh in the backfield. Hotop motions right. Dessert's going to run it again himself, and he fumbles it. And Oak Creek falls on it, and the Knights recover the fumble. And just a nightmare start for the Waterford Wolverines. That time it was recovered by Landon DeVilo, junior D-back on the Oak Creek Knights. And wow, this Waterford Wolverines team is not off on the right foot right now. But an even better start for Joel Parr's Oak Creek Knights. It looked like they had a really good drive going, and then they fumble it. Dessart just lost it, had a little bit of butterfingers, and it went right back to Oak Creek. So now Blake Furcus will come back out here onto the field with Nate Schaff in the backfield with him. 1 wide receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Furcus with 47 seconds left in the first quarter. He's been really good to start this game for this Knights team. He's going to hand it off to Schaff, cutting to the left. And Schaff goes down, and he'll only get about a gain of 2 to 3 yards.
Nathan Schaff on the carry.
I want to remind you that Oak Creek Automotive is your local full-service auto repair shop, proudly serving the Oak Creek and Franklin area since 1989. From regular maintenance and upkeep to brakes, belts, climate control, electronics, and great deals on tires to keep you on the road and getting you where you need to go. For your auto service needs, bring your vehicle to the Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Oak Creek. Looks like Oak Creek's just going to clock it down to the end of the first quarter, and that'll do it. The Oak Creek Knights, picture-perfect start for them here, 7-0 at the end of the first. Big touchdown from Blake Furcus to Max Hogan on 30 yards on their first drive, and a forced fumble by Landon DeVilo to give Oak Creek the ball right back. Not a good start for the Waterford Wolverines. We'll take a quick break and see you on the other side. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
The score, Oak Creek 7, Waterford 0.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Correction, first down.
Test, test, test. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the complications with the headsets real quick there. We had to switch headsets real quick, but it's 3rd down and 10 from the Waterford's 36-yard line. Oak Creek really moving the ball well to start this game. As Blake Furcus, the junior, is looking really well for this Oak Creek Knights team. 10-14 left here to go in the first half. 7-0 Oak Creek still. It's interesting to see. They're almost in field goal territory because Benny Heiselu, I was looking at Coach Parr's Twitter before, hit a 55-yarder in practice like it was nothing. And we'll see if they might do that here as Furcus, 3rd down and 10, pressure coming. He's going to air it out deep, and he overshoots his wide receiver, Doug Hamilton, Jr., on the right sideline. It'll be 4th down and 10 right now. As, yeah, Oak Creek's going to try for a field goal right now from Waterford's 30. We're looking at about a 45-yard field goal attempt right now from Benny Heiselu. So this should be very interesting to see for the senior Heiselu, who's been one of the key guys kicking the ball for this Knights team. It'll officially be a 47-yard field goal attempt for the Knights.
Kicking for the Knights is number 95, Benny Heiselu.
So here we go, Heiselu, 47-yard attempt. The snap should be good. Gabe Belter holding for him. Snap good, hold good, kick is up and good. Right down Broadway for Benny Heiselu. And it's 10-0 Oak Creek to start the game. Like I said, this guy could kick it and a 47-yard kick like it was nothing. So it's 10-0, 10:04 left here to go in the first half. We're going to take another game break before the kickoff. You're watching high school football. Welcome back to Waterford High School. Elijah Vanksalotta alongside Matt Peck producing here today for week 1 of WIAA football live on Zaleski Sports. 10-0 the Oak Creek Knights lead on the Waterford Wolverines. 10:04 left here to go in the first half. And Oak Creek just scored a field goal off of a Benny Heiselu, 47 yards. You know, you're starting to see that more from Oak Creek kickers. I mean, not Oak Creek kickers, statewide kickers in the WIAA being able to kick the ball and find their kickers. A lot of them used to play soccer as well, as Heiselu getting ready for the kickoff now. I think Brady Mobley's being used for extra points. Really good idea. 10-0 here. Waterford looking to race their last drive as well. Another good drive. Just ended in a fumble from Caden Dessert, as this one's in the end zone to Hotop. He's going to signal touchback, and that'll set them up at their own 20-yard line here. We want to remind you that Lee Mechanical is your comprehensive solution provider offering a wide spectrum of services, including plumbing, sheet metal work, welding, pipe fitting, and process piping. Lee Mechanical also offers great career opportunities. Visit selectlee.com to find out more. So to start, we'll come back on the field. They're starting at his own 20-yard line right now. As I'm going to give a little score update right now from this Classic 8 in Fox Valley. Nina leads Muskego 14-3 right now. That's Muskego's playing Oak Creek next week at Oak Creek. We will have that game live for you on Zaleski Sports, but not too good to start for the Muskego Warriors. As the start hands it off up the middle, getting nothing right there on the tackle. That time is number 98, Jordan Colbeck,
the ball carrier.
junior. And another guy to watch here on this Oak Creek defense is number 92, Gavin Grawl. He's been a very freak of nature on that defensive end, forcing sacks, tackles for losses, you name it. Coach Parr is pleased with him when we interviewed a couple weeks ago. As the 2nd and 10 now, gain of nothing on that last play. Dessert in the backfield, 2 tailbacks to the left and right of him, 1 wide receiver on the left, 1 on the right. As Dessert hands it off in the backfield and going to lose some yards on the toss. On the carry that time is Garrett Dreger.
Garrett Dreger, the ball carrier.
Going to lose some yards on the play.
Met by Andrew Trzynski and number 32.
Andrew Trzynski with the tackle. He's been on varsity for 3 to 4 years. Can't remember if he's a 4-year starter, but at least 3 years he's been a starter on this team for these Oak Creek Knights. And he's been really well on the linebackers' perspective as well. Catholic Memorial and Franklin tied at 7. That's our other home school. If you guys want to catch that game, you could turn on your TV and watch them on My 24 tonight. And Marquette and Arrowhead tied at 7. So we're going to keep giving scores throughout this game tonight here as Oak Creek leads 10-0 as well here. 8:30 left here to go in the first half. Dessert looking to throw on the right sideline, and that pass is going to be almost intercepted. Dessert overshot his wide receiver Carter Thompson, and it was dropped by Jackson Villarreal Jr. He wants that one back. That could have been a huge one for Oak Creek. But Oak Creek just preventing stops left and right here in the first half, keeping that goose egg on the scoreboard for the Waterford Wolverines. As Waterford looking to get set to punt here on 4th and 10.
Creek is number 13, Isaiah Angelis.
Isaiah Angelis getting set to return the punt for the Oak Creek Knights. Quarterback for half of the season last year for the Knights. Didn't do too bad. I mean, he was a filling guy after the emergency for Kate Balkowski leaving the team due to the scholarship. Fumbles punt is fumbled or blocked almost. That was a low snap. It's week 1 for us too, so we're going to have a little bit of our mix-ups. Almost said fumble on the play. As it will be 1st and 10 Oak Creek from Waterford's 42-yard line. We're going to stay with you guys right now and read some sponsors. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Advanced Dental Specialist. Advanced Dental Specialist in Franklin, an oral surgeon office where patient comfort and satisfaction is our #1 priority. Advanced Dental Specialist on Loomis Road. 8:11 left here to go in the first half. The Oak Creek Knights lead 10-0. Matt Peck, you got any other scores, or good for now?
We got 0-0 between Wauwatosa West and Kettle Moraine, and then 0-0 between Kenosha, Trapper, and Burlington.
Yeah, a lot of 0-0 still. As Furcus looking to throw here to start the drive. He's going deep again. Pass is caught up the middle. Inside the 20-yard line to his wide receiver, Doug Hamilton Jr. And boy, Blake Furcus is looking really good to start this game. Making really good throws, not undershooting it, not overthrowing it. Right on the money as Oak Creek will be set up in the red zone now. First in goal from the 10-yard line, as Furcus has been dominant today. So Furcus has Schaff in the backfield with him, Michael Busateri on the left, and 2 wide receivers on the right. Caden Bates under the left tackle as it's a handoff to Nate Schaff. He's going to carry about 8 yards on the play for 2nd down coming up.
Nathan Schaff, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Mason Kabinski.
Mason Kabinski on the tackle for the Wolverines.
2nd and 5.
Oak Creek looking to go up 17-0 and make it a 3-possession score to start the game. It has been an amazing start for these Oak Creek Knights on both ends of the ball. Offense and defense. I would have expected these two teams play it close, but Oak Creek has commanded it so far. As Furcus going to do a quick screen pass here on the right side as into the end zone for a touchdown to Doug Hamilton, and it's 16-0 Oak Creek now, and Oak Creek just off to a blazing start here in Waterford. Couldn't ask for a picture-perfect better start. As the Oak Creek faithful does a 7 Nation Army chant. So Brady Mobley will come back out here for the extra point. That's something you guys should know this year. Brady Mobley will be an extra points guy, the senior, number 35. And Benny Heiselu will be the place kicker and guy to rely on for long kicks. Mobley's extra point is up, and it's good. Hit the scoreboard. 17-0 Oak Creek leads. 6:40 left here to go in the second quarter. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Welcome back to Waterford High School. 17-0 is a score here on Zaleski Sports. Oak Creek leads. Elijah Vanxalata alongside Matt Peck here. WIAA High School football is back, ladies and gentlemen. FNL is back. The sights, the scenes. Tailgating before this game for Waterford fans. They had a couple food trucks, Kona Ice out here. The theme for Waterford is Aloha Hawaiian theme tonight, and the Oak Creek Knights had the country club theme in their student sections. Even though the Knights are up 17-0, Waterford's student section still trying to keep the energy going here. 17-0 as Benny Heiselu getting ready for the kickoff now. He's going to kick it up the middle, and it'll be returned on the right sideline, cutting up the middle and getting a little bit more to the 35-yard line.
Jack's Pash on the return.
And it's Jack's Pash on the return for 35 yards.
35-yard line, where will be first.
Well, Caden Dessert will come out for his third drive once again. And he's got to forget that fumble that last drive. Actually, this is going to be their 4th drive now. Last drive, he couldn't really get the run game going as well, as Oak Creek's been all over it. I mean, you talk about a stacked defensive line for these Oak Creek Knights. Gavin Grawl, Kevin Wojciechowski forefronting it, leading the pack as Caden Desart starts it in the backfield with the running back to his left. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. 1 motioning to the right now. Desart's going to hand it off to Pesh. Pesh is going to break some tackles and a really big hit that time. A gain of 5 yards, and Jackson Villarreal on the tackle.
By number 21, Jackson Villarreal.
6:20 left here to go in the first half. 17-0 Oak Creek. 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Waterford Wolverines on their own 40. Waterford's got to pick it up in a hurry, scoring the ball before it's too late, and Oak Creek's going to run away with it quick as their offense has been rolling all game for Oak Creek. Desart's going to throw it on the left side, a quick pass. There you go. Curls flat out that time as he goes up the middle that time. That's
Caden Desart's pass complete.
Luke Bayer.
So Luke
Bayer on the reception for a gain of about 6 on the play for a first down.
Tackle made by Gabe Olson.
Tackle by Gabe Olson.
48-yard line. First down, Waterford.
First down, Waterford from their own 47 now. You know, the thing for Waterford today is they've been moving the ball. They just can't finish the drive. Fumbling it, losing some yards on rushes. Let's see if they could try to do it here and actually score. But Desart's going to do another screen pass here over to the left side. Carter Thompson's going to get a couple yards on the gain.
Caden Desart's pass complete to number 1, Carter Thompson.
Carter Thompson gets a gain
Isaiah
about 5 yards. Isaiah Angelis on the tackle.
Second and 4 from the 46-yard line.
So it's 2nd and 5 from the Oak Creek 46. Once again, Waterford's starting to get a little bit of a drive going here to start it. Desart in the backfield. He is going to hand it off to Pesh, just pancaking over the Oak Creek defender, and I think he'll be a little bit short.
The ball carrier.
Get about a gain of 2 yards on the play to set up 3rd and 3 from their Oak Creek's 44.
Brady Julie in on the tackle.
Some score updates here. Arrowhead has taken a 13-7 lead over Marquette, the reigning D1 champions. Nina still leads over Muskego 14-3. Catholic Memorial has taken a 10-7 lead over Franklin, our other home team. With 4 minutes left here to go in the first half here, 17-0 Oak Creek leads. 3rd down and 2 coming up, a big 3rd down for these Waterford Wolverines. Desart, he's going to hand it off to Pash, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. 2 Oak Creek defenders on the play right there. Andrew Trzynski to start it, and to help it out, Adam Wendorski, the 1-2 punch to set up a 4th and 5 coming up. This Oak Creek defense looks really good to start.
4th and 4.
4th and 4 coming up. It'll be interesting. I think at this point of the game already, Brent Throne, you got to go for it. Just kind of move the ball down the field. Because you remember, Oak Creek gets the ball to start the second half. They gave Waterford the first possession. And with 3 minutes left here to go in the first half, I think they got to go for it, and they do, unless maybe Desart backs up into a punt. But here we go. A big 4th and 4 coming up from Oak Creek's 46. 3 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Desart gets a snap. He's going to do a QB draw. Oak Creek right under it, but does he have enough to get the first down? And I don't think he does. Oak Creek all over that, and they get another stop. And Waterford is going to still have a goose egg on the scoreboard. As Oak Creek comes back, offense comes right back up, on up 17-0. Can't imagine how big this would be if Oak Creek could go up 24-0 heading into the half and even getting the ball at half. It's really going Oak Creek's way in game 1.
Desert on the carry. Mark short at the 44-yard line. First down, Oak Creek.
So now coming back on the field, Blake Furcus, who has had a sensational day. Wait a minute. I think this might be J.J. Chapman, freshman, coming in now. Yes, it is. Freshman J.J. Chapman has checked in the game for the Oak Creek at quarterback. Coach Parr did mention that Oak Creek was going to roll with two quarterbacks today here. He's going to see action from both junior Blake Furcus, 13 years old. Believe it or not, Coach Parr told us. That's unbelievable to believe. He's 6 years younger than us. So a freshman, 13 years old, coming in this game. This is supposed to be the future for the Oak Creek Knights, and they'll get a taste of him right now. Has an offer from the University of Toledo already. J.J. Chapman gets a snap. He's going to hand it off again to Nate Schaaf. And Schaaf's going to get close to not even nothing on the play right there. But this is a very talented team here. As we had under 2 minutes left here to go in the first half, Waterford's going to call their first time out of the half.
And Ryan Flater.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us here at halftime. We're going to hand it over to Jason Zaleski up in Stevens Point. Huh? We're going to do a commercial real quick here as the timeout's called for Waterford. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Waterford High School. 17-0, your Oak Creek Knights lead on Waterford. 2 minutes left here to go in the first half. Oak Creek's commanded this game offensively and defensively. And with 2 minutes left here to go, this is J.J. Chapman's time right now, the freshman who's 13 years old, believe it or not. Getting the reps here. 3rd and 2 coming up here. Chapman in the backfield with Schaaf. He's signaling the ref here as Chapman gets the snap. He's rolling back to throw. Pressure coming. Chapman going to air it out deep downfield. Pass is incomplete. No flags on the play. Throw was kind of on the money. Throw was the Busateri up the middle. His first throw as a high school quarterback. Got it out the way. Got his first jitters out of it. So it'll be a 4th and 2 coming for Oak Creek. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to punt it here or go for it. I don't see Benny Heisel, who's also the designated punter for this team, to kick it away here. So I think, yeah, Chapman's still on the field right now as they line up with Schaaf in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Chapman tries to get him to jump off sides. Couple claps. And they don't jump.
Timeout Oak Creek. Second charge timeout of the
Timeout for Oak Creek, and let's see if they actually punt it here. Benny Heisler is going to come on. They just try to get him to jump. And the time stops right here. One more commercial. All right, we're going to take a quick game break here. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, our outdated culinary and family consumer sciences areas have not kept up with upgrades conducive to a modern culinary education. Safety and space are a concern, hindering inclusive participation. Students are overcrowded as they utilize utensils and cooking stations during hands-on learning. The lack of space limits the curriculum offerings and capacity for student participation. Your vote matters.
Welcome back to Waterford High School. 17-0 is a score. Oak Creek leads. 1:49 left here to go in the first half. Oak Creek signaling the punt now. Benny Heiselu, the kicker. Heiselu kicks it away. Returning it for Waterford is number 30, Matthew Lojeski Jr.,
Caden Hegeman fielding the punt for Waterford.
who's not going to get nothing on the play on the return. He didn't signal for a fair catch, so
Tackle made by Jackson.
Waterford, if I'm them, they have to score here before the end of the first half. They still got 0 points on the scoreboard. A couple of costly turnovers, not doing too hot passing or running. Or they've been doing, actually, they've been doing pretty well on the running and passing game. They just can't finish their drive. That's been the story of the first half for Waterford, and Oak Creek just penetrating these Wolverines right when they get past midfield, it seems like, every time. So 1:39 left here to go in the first half. Caden Dessart will come back out for maybe one last time here in the first half. You got to keep in mind Oak Creek will be receiving the football to start the second half. 21-3 Nina now. Wisconsin commit Grant D must be torching them over there right now. As the handoff, he's going to get not close to 9 yards right there as Garrett Drager, the ball carrier. Just looks like right now, Waterford got to go on the air right now if you want to get some points on the board. Just seems like Oak Creek's front is really getting to them as Columbus, almost like Columbus Catholic, Columbus Cardinals are leading Greenfield 12-0 in the second quarter. About 1:10 left here to go in the first half. 2nd down and 7 from Waterford's own 16-yard line. They have 3 timeouts left to spare. Dessart rolls back. He's going to go deep with it. Down midfield. Pass is intercepted. Jackson Villarreal at midfield. Cutting back in inside the Waterford 40. And, man, this Oak Creek defense is all over Caden Dessart and Waterford so far today. 17-0's a score. And Oak Creek's going to have a chance once again to score before the half. So now we'll see who Oak Creek rolls with here at quarterback once again. All 17 points were with Blake Furcus on the first 4 drives. And last drive, J.J. Chapman, freshman, has taken over. And he will take over again here for the last 50 seconds of the first half. Waterford does have 3 timeouts to use. I'm sure they'll use it if Oak Creek decides to run. But if you're Oak Creek, I try to kind of give them the semi-knockout punch here and put it 24-0 at half and go on the air. Chapman rolls back. He's going to throw it. Rolls to his left. Has time. He's going to throw it over on a slant. And a good tackle by Garrett Drager. On the reception that time was Max Hoagland. Chapman gave Hoagland a gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 from Waterford's 35-yard line. Keep in mind, once again, Oak Creek has a really good kicker in Benny Heisel, who hit a 55-yarder in warm-ups, hit a 47-yarder already today. Chapman in the backfield. 19 seconds left to go. They're not going to use a timeout. Chapman going to go deep to the right sideline to the end zone. Touchdown, Oak Creek. Oh, my goodness. Doug Hamilton with his 2nd touchdown of the day. And these Oak Creek Knights are killing the Waterford Wolverines right now. And J.J. Chapman, there you go, your first high school touchdown, and that was a beautiful throw. Maybe a little underthrown, but a beautiful ball catch by junior Doug Hamilton. And Oak Creek's up 23-0 now, going into the half potentially. Not a good look for these Waterford Wolverines, as Brady Mobley's going to come back out here for the extra point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and good. 24-0 with 11 seconds to go in the first half. It's been Oak Creek here in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Yep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WIAA football here on Zaleski Sports. 24-0. Oak Creek leads on Waterford here. Just a picture-perfect start for Joel Parr's Oak Creek Knights. Using 2 quarterbacks today. Blake Furcus, 2 passing touchdowns, and J.J. Chapman, the rookie freshman, the 13-year-old, with a 35-yard touchdown to Doug Hamilton, the junior, for a 2nd touchdown. As we got 11 seconds here left before we go to the half. 24-0 Oak Creek leads. we're not going to be with you guys at halftime. We're going to send it over to Stevens Point with Jason Zaleski. He's going to give a recap of other games going on around the state. Check out other games around the state. We encourage you guys to do that as well during halftime. Get your refills on popcorn, whatever that is, as Heiselou kicks it away. Returning it is Pesh, cutting up the middle. Is going to get tackled at the 30-yard line here. Jason Zaleski at halftime once again. 15-minute halftime show. We're going to go down to him, and he'll recap the games going on yesterday, today, next week. Next week we'll be at Oak Creek versus Muskego here. We're going to be at Oak Creek the first 3 weeks of the season before we head to Franklin. 5 seconds left here to go in the first half. We'll see if the Sart's going to kneel it here and just concede the first half. But with the 24-0 score, I feel like you just take a chance for here and hope nothing bad happens. He's going to hand it off to Pesh, cutting to the left. And he's going to get tackled here. 0 seconds left on the clock. And that'll take us to the half. 24-0 Oak Creek leads at halftime. A dominating start for the Oak Creek Knights. Just picture perfect on both ends of the field. As now we're going to take a 13 to 15-minute break with Jason Zaleski. We're going to send you guys over to the halftime show with Jason Zaleski.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Hello, football fans. Jason Zaleski here. It is halftime at your game. We'll have you back for second half action here momentarily. But first, a couple things that we've got going on around here. We've got a lot in store for you here in this halftime show. We'll talk to you about magazine, talk to you about VIP, talk to you about highlights, all kinds of stuff. But for now, let's start with action from last night. It was Thursday night football opener across the state of Wisconsin, and 5 games here on Zaleski Sports last night. Over 16,000 of you tuned in to last night's football games. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being back tonight. 11 games here tonight, and your game again. Halftime now. We'll be back to second half action soon. Let's talk about yesterday's games, and we had 5 games featuring Wisconsin Valley Conference teams, the new Wisconsin Valley Conference, versus Big Rivers teams, the new Big Rivers Conference. And what a showing from the Big Rivers Conference. Big Rivers football teams went 5-0 last night. It was a night sweep for the Big Rivers Conference. They outscored the Wisconsin Valley football opponents 153-84, including a couple of romps. Rice Lake over DC Everest 44-17, and it was River Falls over Wisconsin Rapids 44-21. So a couple of blowouts there. Some closer ones. New Richmond Marshfield 7-6. It was a Marshfield defensive score. The extra point failed, and Marshfield failed in the end, losing at home by 1 to the New Richmond Tigers. That was Tigers on Tigers action from last night. Menominee and Eau Claire North, the Mustangs on the road got over Eau Claire North 22-19. Both teams with chances to score in that fourth quarter, but neither able to put it in. Eau Claire North ends up turning the ball over on downs late in the quarter, and Menominee able to kneel it out. And then the other score, it was Chippewa Falls over Spash 36-21. That score was even a little bit wider of a margin as far as the gameplay was concerned. So really, 3 of the 5 were blowouts, two tight ones. But in the end, the Big Rivers Bullies bowl over Wisconsin Valley Conference teams last night, 153-84. There's 2 more of those games in this crossover non-conference situation. It's Eau Claire Memorial visiting Hudson, and you may be at halftime of that game now. And Wausau West is up at Superior, and score will get sent in by carrier pigeon all the way up from Superior. You can find that score tomorrow morning at ZaleskiSports.com. So that was the action yesterday, and as we move to today's games, again, congratulations, you're watching one of them right now, one of 11, so let's talk about every other game that's going on, at least listings. I'm not going to bore you with 10 football game previews and give you all my expansive knowledge of these 10 games. I could. Halftime is not going to allow us that much time. Wrightstown at Wapaka. I mentioned Eau Claire Memorial at Hudson. All these games live right now on Zaleski Sports. Stanley Boyd visiting Colby, New Lisbon and Neelsville. It's Amherst and St. Mary Catholic over in Neenah. Auburndale at Spencer Columbus. Mosinee at Stratford, last year's Division 6 division champs, the Stratford Tigers. Due to performance factor, they have been slotted in Division 5 for football playoffs this year, should the Tigers make a playoff eligible team. I believe they will. Shiocton at Iola Scandinavia. That's an interesting game. Maybe one that you should be watching. Oak Creek at Waterford. Oak Creek Knights looking for a big season this year, and they're taking a part in a game at Waterford right now. Edgar, Division 7 state champs. They are at Ladysmith. If you're watching that game, you've been listening to me and Dan Ross there. An interesting game for sure. Edgar always likes in their non-conference, if they can play up a couple divisions, they do, and they got that chance tonight against the Lumberjacks. And then our big one tonight, it's Kaukauna and Notre Dame. Notre Dame, number 1 team in Division 3. We've got Kaukauna slotted at number 3 in Division 2. So a titanic battle going on in Green Bay right now. More on those rankings. Rankings, you say? Yeah, that's right. Zaleski Sports VIPs know these rankings already. But later on in today's show, I will go through those VIP rankings. Here's the trick, though, gang. I mentioned the other 10 games that you're not watching right now. Go grab another device, get yourself a laptop, a tablet, a phone, a TV. Go borrow your neighbor's TV, put it in your living room. You got 2 sitting on the wall there. You're big time with 2 TVs on the wall. Watch one of these other games alongside the one that you're watching now. I'll have more updates for you in just a moment. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Halftime show continues here on Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski here. Hello, friends. Zaleski Sports headlines. Here we go. This is edition 15 right here, Marshfield Area Magazine, and edition 1, Medford Area Magazine there, and you can get all your football previews for free by picking up that free weekly magazine at retail locations all around the area. Blenker, Auburndale, Hewitt, Marshfield, Stratford, Spencer, Neelsville, Greenwood, Thorpe, Withee, Abbotsford, Stetsonville, and Medford. A free weekly magazine, all color, full color, lots of pictures, high school sports, and swimming, golf, tennis, cross country, volleyball, and of course football, all in our Zaleski Sports magazine. That is free to pick up weekly at those at all those retail locations. Check Facebook at Zaleski Sports for specific retail locations. We will talk to you next. Rankings. Football rankings. I'll tell you about those in just a minute. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Zaleski Sports VIP members, they've already seen these rankings, and you can too. Just $5 a month. Go to ZaleskiSports.com, click VIP. I'm going to give you all of them right here. But if you want to see them, read them, look at them again, all found at ZaleskiSports.com, and just click VIP for that. We give you rankings, football, volleyball, special news updates, features, other fun stuff. And it's just $5 a month at ZaleskiSports.com. So let's start in Division 7 And our top 5, we'll give you a sneak preview. We'll give you the top 5. Number 5 in D7, Potosi-Cassville, followed by River Ridge, Boyceville, Blackhawk Warren, and Edgar. The returning champs start this season here at Zaleski Sports at number 1. In Division 6, Auburndale, Mondovi, Reedsville, Westby, and Grantsburg. In Division 5, Wrightstown, Kewanee, St. Mary Springs, Darlington, and back-to-back champs Stratford start this year at Division 5, ranked number 1 here on Zaleski Sports. In Division 4, Ellsworth, Columbus, Aquinas, St. Croix Central, and Lodi tops the charts in D4. Division 3, Grafton, Port Washington, Mount Horeb, Barneveld, Lux Casco, and Notre Dame Academy, number 1 in Division 4. Division 3, New Richmond, Sun Prairie East, Kaukauna, Badger, and Rice Lake. I want to talk to you about Kaukauna and Notre Dame coming up in just a minute. That's a juicy one on our Friday schedule. And I had those out of order here. Division 1, that was Division 2. Division 1, Neenah, Waunakee, Kimberly, Marquette, and the Franklin Sabres top the charts in Division 1. Those are our rankings. Again, Zaleski Sports VIP. We will quickly turn in just a couple weeks to actual seeds. We'll give you those seed previews. That is using our formula based on the WIAA seeding formula. So we no longer give opinions. In just a couple weeks, you will get stone cold hard facts on your favorite high school sporting teams. Friday games, we'll talk about those coming up. Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. All right, gang, 11 games coming up on Friday. Wow. All 7 o'clock kickoffs. Again, we give you 16 total here in opening week for free. All you got to do is get to YouTube. You can watch for free with professional play-by-play, other great stuff, graphics. We give you the best that we can offer. We give it to you 16 times this opening week. Here's a schedule for Friday. Eau Claire Memorial is at Hudson. Wrightstown is at Wapaka. Stanley Boyd at Colby. New Lisbon at Neelsville Granton. Amherst at St. Mary Catholic, Auburndale at Spencer Columbus, Mosinee at Stratford. Get a first look at the two-time Division 6 state champions, now in Division 5, the Stratford Tigers. Shiocton at Iola Scandinavia. Edgar begins to defend their title, Division 7 title, at Ladysmith. Oak Creek is at Waterford, and a really good game, the juicy one, right? Kaukauna and Notre Dame. We've got Kaukauna ranked number 3. In Division 2, and then we've got Notre Dame ranked number 1 in Division 3. So 2 heavyweights going at it Friday on Zaleski Sports. Again, watch all games live. You go to right here, YouTube. You can type in Zaleski Sports. You go to ZaleskiSports.com. You can launch your game from there. Whatever suits your fancy. Social media, we've got direct links to all the games. Whatever you want, you can find the games. Just go to the place that you like most and click the game from there. So those are 11 coming tomorrow. Highlights of select games this week will be found on Facebook. You go to your favorite Facebook Zaleski Sports channel, and we give you the best 5 minutes that we found during any of these games, and we show you those highlights every weekend during the football, and then all week long once all the other sports join in, which is coming up soon. As a matter of fact, let me give you some tidbits on next week's schedule in just a bit.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Next week, this is the week of August 26th. Volleyball is live on Zaleski Sports. We bring our volleyball girls in with our football boys. and we'll have some fun. It all starts on Tuesday, and we have got a serious lineup for you on Tuesday. As a matter of fact, I got to let the computer do the calculation for me. 24 volleyball games on Tuesday. 24 volleyball games on Tuesday. That's ridiculous. Who's going to all these games? Yeah, we are. So we got 24 for you. I'm going to save you the trouble of listing all those off. You go to ZaleskiSports.com, you click the schedule button, and you can read through them all yourself. It's pretty ridiculous. More volleyball coming on Wednesday. Pacelli is going to head to St. Mary Catholic for a quad over there. Wapaka has a quad on Wednesday, so we'll give you 6 volleyball games on Wednesday. On Thursday, one volleyball game, that's Wisconsin Rapids at Auburndale, and then we're back to football on Thursday and Friday and Saturday. And as a matter of fact, Saturday, we return to 8-player football. It's Phillips at Newman Catholic, kickoff at 1 p.m., and your Saturday morning serial is Columbus Catholic volleyball as they go to UW Stout to play all kinds of teams over there. I don't know. There's probably close to 100 games next week. Just silly what we're doing, but watch, please, and enjoy. We will be back to your broadcast booth in just a moment on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Be part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 14th and 15th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Merrill. Don't miss the 32nd Annual Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 24 to high school football here on Zaleski Sports. 24-0 is the score here. Oak Creek leads over Waterford. Picture perfect start for the Oak Creek Knights in the first half. 2 quarterbacks here is the main story for this team. Blake Furcus, junior, and J.J. Chapman, freshman, leading the way here. 2 passing touchdowns for Furcus. 1 for J.J. Chapman to end the half, a 35-yard touchdown. And safe to say this Oak Creek Knights team has some really big momentum here heading into the second half. 24-0, they'll get the ball to start it. While Waterford, on the other end, they've been moving the ball down the field pretty well to start the half, but pressures from the D-line of Oak Creek has been the main issue, and that's one of the things that Coach Brent Throwen told me they have to contain, and they just haven't done that so far tonight. So we are under a minute left here to go before we begin the second half. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Elijah Mixalata alongside Matt Peck on Zaleski Sports here in the Milwaukee area. Year 2 of Zaleski Sports in Milwaukee. We're proud to bring it to you here. Before we start the second half, I want to remind you that we have Week 1 preseason rankings on Zaleski Sports. You can see the top 5 rankings, Division 1 through 7 in football. You can get that on ZaleskiSports.com. $5 only to view the membership. After Week 3, they'll start doing the seed scores so you can see where each team will fit in the playoffs. in the playoff picture type thing after week 3 with the seed score. So you could see your favorite team, where they would line up if the season were to end, let's say week 3, for example, and so on and so forth. I want to thank our sponsors as well tonight here. Be a part of Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. So to start the second half here, kicking it off is Bo Veit for these Waterford Wolverines, as both student sections do the SpongeBob, "Are you ready, kids?" We are set to go. Aye, aye, Captain. So 24 minutes left to go in the game. Let's see if Oak Creek can hold on to their lead.
Gabe Belter and Gabe Olson returning for the Knights.
Veit's kick is underway, and we are going here to start the second half, returning up the middle. Cutting inside, rolling to his left. He's got room. Oh, he's still on his feet, breaking a tackle. Belter over to the 40-yard line, and that was a really good kick return to start the second half. 42-yard return for Gabe Belter. As we'll see who's going to come out for quarterback here once again for Oak Creek.
Ball will be marked at the 41.
If you're just joining us here, Oak Creek has dominated this game 24-0 the whole way through. And they got the ball here to try to get some insurance points. I don't even know if I should say it like that, like insurance runs, but try to get that insurance so they can build up that lead and try to finish this one up and start the year 1-0 with that 1,000 record. So it will be junior Blake Furcus to come out to start the second half. Just want to keep both quarterbacks fresh with their reps. As Furcus comes out, first play, and a flag is thrown on the play. Maybe false start, yep. False start on the offense. They're going to move 5 yards back. And we'll do first down over again. Oak Creek has controlled this one the whole way through. Another thing that Brent Throwen said to me pregame on Waterford was that they got to contain Oak Creek's O-line. I don't even think any of Oak Creek's quarterbacks have been sacked once today. And you got Kevin Wojciechowski, the captain who plays both sides of the football, and James Thompson, arguably one of the best O-lines in the state in the 2026 class. Furcus hands it off to Schaff again. He's going to get about a gain of 5 to 6 yards on the carry up the middle.
Nathan Schaff, the ball carrier. Gain of 4
Schaff
on the play,
senior.
2nd and 11.
He's been a varsity starter for a couple years now. He's been running back. He's also, he's only a running back this year, so he's running back 1 for the Oak Creek Knights for Coach Parr's team. As it sets up 2nd down and 10. As Furcus in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Schaff again. He's going to go up the middle. Lyman trying to push him forward, and he'll get about a gain of 5 to 6 yards. I want to remind you that Fleet Farm's bucket sale is going on now. Buy a 5-gallon Fleet Farm bucket and get 15% off everything you can fit inside of the bucket. Shop the best prices guaranteed today in-store or online at fleetfarm.com. 3rd and 4 coming up here to start the second half. Ball is on the Oak Creek 46-yard line. Waterford trying to force a 3-and-out to start it here. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Furcus is going to fake the handoff, roll around his right side. He's going to go deep, going to take a shot, and almost intercepted that time. I think he overshot that one a little bit too much.
Incomplete. Intended for Michael Busateri.
As defensive back, Tyler Schmidt was right there on the coverage. Very good coverage right there by Waterford. And it's a good start to the second half. Force a 3-and-out in less than 2 minutes. And Caden Dessert and Waterford's going to get a chance to try to put themselves on the board without having any damage. So now Benny Heiselou is going to come back out for the punt now.
Oak Creek, number 95, Benny Heiselou.
Does it really well. Arguably one of the best kickers in the state. And he's also their punter as well. Well, high snap to Heiselu. He's going to punt it away. Still a pretty good punt as this one's going to roll over inside the 10. Oak Creek going to try to get to it. And wow, perfectly executed punt by Benny Heiselu. And that's going to pin Waterford inside their own 10 now. They're going to have to go the full distance of the field this drive to try to score. So now Caden Dessart comes back onto the field, try to lead this offense right back out. Now that we can't hear you, chance coming out for Waterford.
First down, Waterford.
Down 24-0. I don't know if you should be doing that, but got to have fun the first few weeks as the ball is placed on Waterford's 6-yard line. You know, there's times right now, you know, we're on the left side of the field. It's kind of hard to see who has the ball and what time. So this is the part of the game where you feel like binoculars should come in clutch. Just to be able to see as he hands it off. Oh, my goodness. Who was that all over him that time? I think that was Jax Pash was on the carry, but there was an Oak Creek defender that just plowed through like a snowmobile through to get the tackle. Got no gain.
On the carry.
He gained one somehow still out of that. Jax Pesh, got to give him credit right there. Broke a really huge tackle. Shows that he's got really good legs. Leg day must be good for him. As it'll be 2nd down and 9 from their own 7. To start in the backfield, 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. 1 running back in the backfield. High snap. They're going to go back to the screen pass here. As he escapes pressure, Carter Thompson is going to get close to a first down.
Caden Dessert's pass complete to Carter
Gain about 6 yards on the play.
Tackle made by
Oh, maybe not. Maybe 8 yards.
3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 coming up here. All really Waterford has to do right now is plow it up the middle with the run game with Pash. Pash is a unit. Safe to say that. So 3rd down and 1 coming up. 8:40 left here to go in this 3rd quarter. Ball's on their own 15. Dessart in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Pash in the backfield with them. Dessart gets a snap, high snap. He's going to do another screen pass, and that one's bobbled and almost interception. Oh, my goodness. That was danger. That one right off of the wide receiver, Luke Byer. He was intended to. I don't think he was ready for it. And looked like Brady Gooley, if he saw it right away, he could have intercepted that one. And he could have taken it to the house for 6 almost. And it's 4th and short right now, but if you're Waterford, you do have to punt the ball away here. Because if they don't pick up the first down right now, you're going to set up Oak Creek in the red zone easily. And the way Oak Creek's been playing today, you don't want to face their offensive unit right now.
Number 47, Bo Veit.
Bo Veit's going to come out for the punt now. Angeles on the return, set at Waterford's 40. Doesn't think Veit's going to punt it too deep as Oak Creek's going to call a timeout here. Paul Myers is going to want to talk to the guys on the special teams unit.
First charge timeout.
But you never know in a situation like this, right? You could go for it maybe like sneak right now. I mean, if you want to try to keep it going with the risk of potentially getting a stop. Oh, you want to go to break or stay?
Another score.
Yeah, just stay right now with you guys. 4th down and 1 on their own 15.
Last night,
8:23 left here to go in the 3rd quarter.
Greendale 17. Elkhorn 41, Delevendarian.
I remind you tonight, Oak Creek Automotive is your local full-service auto repair shop, proudly serving the Oak Creek and Franklin area since 1989. From regular maintenance and upkeep to brakes, belts, climate control, electronics, and great deals on tires to keep you on the road and getting you where you need to go. For your auto service needs, bring your vehicle to Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Oak Creek. So once again, Bo Veit coming out to punt the ball away here. I feel like for some reason there's just something in my head that they might fake it, but you never know. Isaiah Angeles just ready for the punt at the Waterford 44. Veit's going to get it, and he's going to punt it away instead of faking it. Isaiah Angeles is going to let it roll. He's going to fall on top of it at Oak Creek's own 45-yard line here. 8:16 left here to go in the 3rd quarter. As Joel Parr's offense coming right back onto the field now.
Bullfights
We'll
punt
read some
down
more
at the
sponsors while we're at it,
45-yard line.
while they're
First
reading
down,
some
Oak
plays
Creek.
here. Lee Mechanical is your comprehensive solution provider offering a wide spectrum of services including plumbing, sheet metal work, welding, pipe fitting, and process piping. Lee Mechanical also offers great career opportunities. If you want them, visit selectlee.com to find out more. So Oak Creek comes back out on the field here. Think we'll see who's the quarterback on the field right now. Last drive it was Blake Furcus. Chapman. Yeah, Furcus is still on the field as it's a handoff to a different running back this time. Gabe Belter on the carry. Getting absolutely nothing right there. Carter Thompson on the tackle that time. Thompson, a two-way guy, wide receiver and defensive back. He's been pretty well on both sides so far for Waterford. So 2nd down and 10 from Oak Creek's own 45. Beautiful night for football here at Waterford High School. Week 1 with you guys. Elijah Vanxalata alongside Matt Peck here in the Milwaukee area. Furcus is doing a drop back and quick throw. A pretty good dart over the left sideline, caught by Michael Busateri for a gain of about 4 to 5 yards. Just went with a quick flat on the flat route right there.
6.
So it'll be a 3rd and 6 coming up from Oak Creek's own 49. Haven't got any scoring yet here to start the second half. Waterford's defense has looked pretty sharp to start this one, as Waterford's student section does the clap to try to get him going here. Ferguson in the backfield with Schaff. He's going to elect to throw it here. He's going to roll right. Finds a wide receiver up the middle. It's going to pick up a first down and some more inside the 40-yard line. That one was caught by Carson Dackel, tight end that time.
To Carson Dackel.
It's going to set him up.
Jason Kabinski and Tyler Schmidt.
Wait, hold on, though. There is a flag on the
First down, Oak
play
Creek.
after the gain from Carson
There's a
Dackel to
flag
set
on
him
the
up
play.
in Waterford territory. That's going to be on the offense, so they're going to have to move the chains back here. I'm not sure. What is that? I'm going to go with holding. It's either holding or legal block in the back, as they're going to have to back up here. I don't know what the ref is waiting on right now. Just some confirmation with a couple of the crews. Makes me wonder if it's still going to be a 3rd and short, though, because of the gain Oak Creek had on 3rd down. Ref's still talking over here, and well, they're all moving back now, so I wonder what's going on. Maybe the penalty was just dropped, and they're just going to let them play with it. So I think that's what they're going to do here. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Oak Creek at Waterford's 33-yard line. So the play, that 20-yard pass will count from Furcus to Dackel.
Ball's marked at the 32-yard line. First down, Oak Creek.
So 1st and 10 for Oak Creek in enemy territory now. Furcus in the backfield with Nate Schaff, 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Caden Bates on the inside. Furcus hands it off to Schaff, running up the middle. He's going to get about a gain of 5 to 6 yards on the carry. And that's just a big strategy you got to do when you're a running back. Just got to dive and put your body down in the line, try to get as many yards as you can on the carry before
Get him 7 on the play.
you're stopped down just to get the extra effort. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3, 7-yard gain on the carry for Schaff. Set him up at Waterford's 25-yard line. Oak Creek is threatening on this drive to try to put another touchdown on the board. 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Belter in the backfield with Furcus. Furcus gets a snap. He's going to hand it off to Belter. And I'm pretty sure he had enough to pick up the first down that time. Oh, maybe not. He's going to be about a yard short, just inches short almost. Now
Gabe
Oak
Belcher,
Creek's
the
starting to
ball
go
carrier.
2 running backs here. Nate
For the
Schaff,
Thompson
running
on
back
the
1,
tackle.
running back 2.
Third
Gabe
and
Belcher
1.
getting in some of the action here. Tomahawk chop down 24-0, huh?
I don't see many teams doing basically.
Yeah, that's interesting. Matt Peck, you got any score updates for us here while we're on the timeout here? As Oak Creek calls a timeout with 5:25 left here to go in the third quarter. Matt Peck's going to give us some score updates. While he does that, I'm going to read one of our sponsors. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Advanced Dental Specialist in Franklin, an oral surgery office where patient comfort and satisfaction is our #1 priority. Advanced Dental Specialist on Loomis Road. Lee Mechanical is your comprehensive solution provider offering a wide spectrum of services, including plumbing, sheet work, welding, pipe fitting, and process piping. Lee Mechanical also offers great career opportunities. Visit selectlee.com to find out more. Muskego just scored a touchdown here. Looks like they're starting to try to pick it up here in the second half. Ken Krause must have had a good message, so it's 21-10 now. I'm going to assume they make the extra point. Hopefully, I don't know, though. I could jinx them.
3rd and 1.
So 3rd and 1 here, back to this game here. Oak Creek leads 24-0. Blake Ferguson in the backfield with a running back. 1 wide receiver on the left, 2 on the right. Fergus is going to hand it off to Schaff, and he just piles over. Wow, there's so many bodies all over right there. He's got the first down. He just picks it up.
Ethan Schaff, the ball carrier.
It looks like he just picked it up right there like a tush push. He just went on top of the pile and forced his way over for a Knights first down.
At the 19-yard line, first down Oak Creek.
So Oak Creek's going to be set up in the red zone now on Waterford's 15. 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Belter in the backfield with Fergus. Fergus is going to hand it off up the middle to Belter, and he'll get about a couple yards on the carry.
Gabe Belcher, the
Ladies
ball
and gentlemen,
carrier.
next week we will be at
Carter
Oak
Thompson
Creek
in on the tackle.
for Oak Creek versus Muskego. That will be a really good game next week between 2 really good
Get a
teams.
5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
2 top 20
from the
teams in the
14-yard
state
line.
between the Oak Creek Knights and the Muskego Warriors. You won't want to miss that. 7 p.m. next Friday night in the OC. No. Second and 5 from the 14-yard line. Seems like Oak Creek's just trying to draw some clock off the board here, running the ball a lot now. Belter still in the backfield with Fergus. 2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Fergus is going to throw it now. He's going to go to the right sideline in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. What a catch. Touchdown, Oak Creek. Dennis Morris, the sophomore. Oh, my goodness. He just mossed him. Unbelievable. And could that have been the knockout punch for Oak Creek right there? It might have. 30-0 is a score now for Oak Creek. I wish we could have had a replay on that because it just looked like Dennis Morris just mossed his defender. And that's the 3rd passing touchdown for Blake Fergus now. So Brady Mobley will come out for the extra point again. 30-0 Oak Creek leads with 4 minutes left here to go in the third quarter still. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's good. 31-0 Oak Creek leads. 4 minutes left here to go. It's been all Oak Creek. We're going to take a game break here before the kickoff. More football coming your way on Zaleski Sports.
Waterford 0.
Did you know? At Franklin High School, student enrollment exceeds the capacity to hold all school assemblies in our current gymnasium. We must rotate participation, which is inefficient and inadequately serves our student body. The configuration and size of our weight room does not meet the minimum square footage requirements recommended for athletic participation. Our pool currently doesn't meet WIAA standards for meets, and the infrastructure is failing. Additionally, the confined space limits community participation. Your vote matters.
You saw it? All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, 4 minutes left here to go in the third quarter. Oak Creek leads 31-0. Zaleski Sports Football here, WIAA Week 1. Elijah Vankstalada with you alongside Matt Peck. 4 minutes left here to go in the third quarter after a 14-yard touchdown pass from Furcus to the sophomore Dennis Morris to make it 31-0. It's been all Oak Creek all game, and if you're one of these Oak Creek fans watching tonight, you're getting a treat for what's to come this season for this Knights team. Both quarterbacks look good for Oak Creek, I'll tell you that. But Furcus, the more experienced guy, so it makes me wonder what Parr's going to do in the future weeks. So this one's going to be returned by Pesh out to the 30-yard line, breaking some tackles here, and he'll get stopped just short of the 30-yard line.
Checks Pesh on the return.
As Desart will come back on the field now to lead Waterford out. This game's starting to get a lot out of reach now. Oak Creek with a commanding 31-0 lead. It would take an absolute miracle for this game to come, for them to come back in this one, as Oak Creek's commanded it the whole way through. But we've seen some crazier things in high school sports. So Desart leads his team out here, not too great. Last couple of drives haven't been too eye-appealing. A couple 3-and-outs. This Oak Creek D-line has been something, huh? Even both O and D lines have been living up to the hype for this Oak Creek Knights team. Oh, the ball's fumbled. Snap over the head, but the play is blown dead. False start by the offense. And they're lucky that didn't turn into something dangerous if there was no false start, because it looked like Oak Creek could have got all over that one and possibly returned that for a touchdown. Everything's just going right for this Oak Creek Knights team tonight. It's a nightmare, as Coach Paul Meyer would say. So 1st and 15 from Waterford's own 22-yard line. And bees were out earlier, now the mosquitoes seem like they're out. We're outside tonight here. Beautiful night, though, here outside at Waterford High School. 60 degrees here right now. Clear skies. It's picture perfect night for football. Desart's gonna keep it himself and get a couple yards on the carry.
Caden Desart on the carry. Knocked out of bounds by number 33, Landon DeVillio.
Landon DeVillio, one of the carriers. Or the guy to make the play for Oak Creek on defense. I don't know why I thought he was Waterford for a sec. So just a little under 2 minutes, or 3 minutes left here to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 12 from Waterford's 25-yard line. So Desart's going to start under center with a running back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. One motions to the right now. Desart's going to fumble the handoff, and who has it? I think Oak Creek has it. Yes, they do. Oak Creek has a man, is right on it, and that's been the story of the game. 2nd fumble of the day in Waterford. You got to forget this game if you're Waterford right now. This is just Butterfingers after Butterfingers for them, just slipping the ball. I'm surprised. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I'm surprised Oak Creek student section hasn't said Butterfingers yet, but I just heard it. Oak Creek fans have got a run for their money tonight, paying the trip. Half-an-hour drive from Oak Creek to get here to Waterford. So, Chapman's back in now for Oak Creek. I think we might see him the rest of the way here as Furcus. I think he's like, it's almost like who is the QB1, we don't know yet, but I think it's Furcus for now. He's going to take a shot right away to the end zone. Touchdown on the first play of the drive. Oh, my goodness.
Chapman's pass complete to Doug Hamilton.
Talk about a start for J.J. Chapman and the 3rd touchdown of the day for Doug Hamilton. Oh, my goodness. These Waterford fans just can't get a break right now, huh? 37-0 Oak Creek now. A lot of people coming into this game projected this one to be a close one, but Oak Creek's definitely looking really good heading into a week where they're going to be facing arguably a top 10 team in state in Muskego. I tell you, their offense looks like it's just tempo after tempo and fire right now for this team. Chapman with the second touchdown pass on the first play of the drive. Hamilton with his third touchdown of the day. 38-0, 2:11 left here to go in the third quarter. Oak Creek leads. Oak Creek making a statement. We'll come back with more football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Give me a sec. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to WIAA football here live on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Minks-Salata alongside Matt Peck here. 38-0, Oak Creek leads on Waterford here. Our first game of the year, first night of FNL, best night of the year. It just seems like the energy's here on both sides, mainly for Oak Creek because they're up 38-0, just demolishing this Waterford Wolverines team, who's projected to finish third in the conference or second in their conference as Heislu kicks it for a touchback. This Oak Creek team, ranked by WIS Sports, they're projected third in the conference this year behind Franklin and Racine Case. They've been top two every year in the projections, and I'm sure they heard the noise, and they want to cancel it out and make sure their team is heard, and they've definitely showed that today, up 38-0. As the story of the night for this Oak Creek team has been forcing those turnovers on the O&D line, and that's just been it. Kevin Wojciechowski's been really doing a really good job blocking for the Oak Creek Knights, and even on the defensive end trying to put some pressure here, along with guys like Gavin Grawl, Isaiah Angeles on the defensive end as well as the defensive backs. Jackson Villarreal with an interception as well. So a high snap to the start. As they start the drive, they do a fake handoff around the middle as Oak Creek reads that one right away. Going to get about nothing on the play right there.
Jets patch the ball carrier. Tackle made by Gavin Grawl.
Tackle was made by Gavin Grawl that time.
Play, 2nd and 10.
When we interviewed Coach Parr in the preseason interviews and the practices, Coach Parr told me that Gavin Grawl is the guy that is going to be like the guy to watch for on this team this year to make a statement. And someone's got to pick up what Drew Baum had, because Drew Baum was one of the best linebackers in the state for 4 years of his high school career, now at Wisconsin. As Desart throws it to the left sideline, pass is caught. Is gonna pick up a first down and a little bit more. Desart threw that pass to Caden Schicker.
Complete to 44, Caden Schicker.
And that's the first down we've seen in a while for Waterford. They haven't been able to move the ball too much the last quarter and a half, it seems like. So they move it to the Waterford 31-yard line.
6-yard line where will be first down Waterford.
First down Waterford. Under a minute left here to go in the third quarter. Football is back. The start in the backfield. Running back to the right, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1, 2 to the left. High snap, hands it off. The running back is going to cut over to the side. Garrett Drager going to get a couple yards on the carry that time. 3 to 4 yards. And this Oak Creek Knights team riding the wave right now. You know, I don't want to jinx anything, but they seem like they pretty much got this game wrapped up. 12 minutes left here to go. 38-0. They got some momentum heading into next week against Muskego. Touchdown, well, Muskego's definitely picked it up here in the second half. Looks like Ken Krause gave him the talk, huh? I mean, that's against Neenah. I mean, when you're a top 5 team in the state, I mean, you got to make some big adjustments here. I know it's week 1, but we got some pretty good matchups here in Oak Creek. 38-0. Oak Creek leads. 1 more quarter left here to go. Final 12 coming right after this on Zaleski Sports.
All right, Waterford, it's time to play.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here, start of the fourth quarter here. Week 1 here, WIAA football on Zaleski Sports. Elijah Vanksalata with you, alongside Matt Peck in the Milwaukee area for year 2 of Zaleski Sports down here in the Milwaukee Metro. Our home teams this year, I haven't mentioned yet today, obviously the Oak Creek Knights here tonight, who we will have next week against Muskego, who's coming back against a really good Neenah team containing Grant Dean, the running back, as it's 21-16. We'll keep an eye on that game a lot, but here in this game, Oak Creek has just contained it 38-0 the whole way. Franklin's another one of our home schools as well. We'll have them week 4 against Park. So he hands it off to Garrett Dreger, and oh my goodness, Oak Creek defenders all over. At that time, it was number 1 Andrew Trzynski on the tackle, just pushing him back even more. Oak Creek trying to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard for Waterford.
Garrett Dreger, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Andrew
Some other games around the Southeast Conference for you Oak Creek fans
Wendowski.
listening. Racine Case has taken a commanding 20-10 lead against West Tosha Central. We're down 10-0 to start the game. Energy's high there. You could listen to that game on DG Sports. Dick Racefa has that game right now on radio, on Mixler. And Indian Trail leads Madison La Follette 20-0 in the fourth quarter. That's final now. I don't know what the score of Racine Park and Beloit Memorial is. They haven't given an update to that yet. As a snap, the start's going to roll back. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete to the right side.
Caden Dessert's pass intended for 44, Caden Schicker, incomplete.
Caden Schicker was the intended receiver, just bobbled out of his hands, and it'll be 4th down now. Oak Creek's going to punt the football now. Waterford's going to punt the football now. And all Oak Creek really has to do here with 10:46 is run the ball and run out of here, back home, happily 1-0 on the bus ride home, possibly. Oh, mercy clock is beginning now. What does the score usually have to be when it starts? 35, I think it has to be. So the mercy clock will keep running the rest of the way unless there's timeouts called. Do they? Yeah, timeouts, they stop the clock, that's it. But oh, Angeles bobbled the punt return. Bo Veit's punt was pretty good. Sets him up in Oak Creek's own territory as the mercy clock continues to roll. 10 minutes left here to go in the game. Thank you guys for joining us today. Whether you're an Oak Creek or Waterford fan, thank you guys. This was a really good game here. FNL is back, and we got a really big blowout here. Oak Creek going to ride home in the sunset, happily back home. And after tonight, they got party all they want tonight, but tomorrow they got to get right back at it to prep for a really good Muskego team in the Milwaukee area. Now we'll have next week, Matt Peck will have the call for you guys next week. I'll be back on the producing end. We'll be switching every other week, play-by-play roles. As Gabe Belter gets the handoff from Chapman, and he gets decked by the Waterford defenders. They'll set up 2nd down and 10.
John Kramer with the stop.
Trying to see some other scores here around the state right now.
Play, 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 coming up for Oak Creek. Hartford currently leads Waukesha West 20-10. And now Racine Case has actually scored another touchdown, so it's 26-10 now. I have a really good feeling that Oak Creek versus Racine Case, when we have them on in Week 7, is going to be a really great matchup. Racine Case is on the rise. I went to go see them practice last week. Their defense looks really good. Anton Gran has done a really good job with the program down there at Case. Chapman's going to hand it off up the middle and get about a gain of 5 to 6 yards. It'll set up.
To the ball carrier. Stopped by Caden Hegeman.
Waiting for the announcer. Is it 3rd and long?
Gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 is coming up for Oak Creek on their own 40-yard line. Just a little under 8 minutes left here to go in the game. Chapman in the backfield, 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Has Belter in the backfield with them at running back. Chapman's going to hand it off. Up the middle, he has room to run. Uh-oh! He's got plenty of room to run, and he's going to go all the way down inside past the 40-yard line of Waterford, as Gabe Belter had a lot of room to run to put him
Tackle made by Caden Hageman.
at the 31-yard line of Waterford now. Oak Creek's trying to keep more points going on the scoreboard. But you look at teams, a lot of teams last year, for example, Oak Creek, they beat Union Grove and other teams from the Southern Lakes 56-0. And they play Muskego the next week, lose 15-8. Just because you blow out a team 1 week, you got to stay ready for the next week and keep the hopes high. But Oak Creek almost did it last year against Muskego, at Muskego, and now they get to do it at their home faithful. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of both fans there supporting. Chapman's going to hand it off to Belter, cutting into the right side, and he's going to keep fighting for yardage.
Gabe Belter, the ball carrier.
Going to get a couple yards on the play.
No play.
Oh, we're going to give a Racine Park update here. Beloit Memorial currently leads 16-6 on Racine Park in the third quarter. If you SEC Oak Creek fans want to know right now.
Penalty. There has to be a penalty because they moved back.
Oh, yeah, penalty, I guess. False start on Oak Creek. 5-yard penalty sets them up at the 36 of Waterford. At this point, Waterford student section just having a fun time being here, still chanting, "You can't do that." Well, can't really give up too hard yet. Remember last year, Waterford went 1-3 to start the year, and then they went 6-1 the rest of the way. 6-0 to be exact, before they ended up losing the playoffs. Chapman's going to hand it off to Belter up the middle. He's going to try to stay on his feet, get about 5 to 6 yards on the play.
Oh my gosh.
Muskego has officially taken the lead over Nina, and you know what that means? They probably stopped Grant Dean and found a solution. And I tell you, Oak Creek versus Muskego is going to be one of the best games in the state next week. I'll tell you. This Oak Creek team's flying high right now. Muskego has taken the lead. And the double wing offense coming your way next week. Muskego does it really well, one of the best in the state to do it. Ken Crosby, one of the best state coaches in the state. Already inducted to the Hall of Fame? Not yet? Not sure yet. 5 minutes left here to go in the game. Mercy clock still running. Chapman's going to hand it off to Belter. He's going to cut to the left side, and the tackle is made on the left side by number 24 on Waterford. That's Tyler Schmidt.
Belter on the carry.
So it'll set up 3rd down and 10
Schmidt
coming
on
up.
the stop.
A little under 5 minutes left to go in the game.
No gain on the play. 3rd and
We're going to
10.
take a break after the game and go quickly to the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Fresh cheese curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. We have a little bit of an issue. We are missing a piece of our microphone headset right now that we'll try to get back for next week's game with Oak Creek and Muskego. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a quick recap of the game, which is really just going to be Oak Creek. And then you can check out highlights on Facebook along with the Highlight House player of the game on Zaleski Sports Facebook and Twitter. Chapman's going to hand it off to Belter. Oh, my goodness. Bulldozing his way through
Gabe Belter.
is number 76, Robert
By Robbie
Kadrovich. He's a unit, I tell you that.
Plus a 5 on
He's
the
got
play.
that Vince
4th and
Wilfork
15.
New England Patriots type swagger. He's got that really big. He's really big and strong, if you will. So 4th and 14 coming up for Oak Creek. I think they're just going to punt it here unless they want to just do it for fun and try to kick a field goal with Heiselu right now. Timeout is called right now. Oak Creek, Coach Parr discussing what they want to do as the clock continues to roll. They're just going to let the whole clock roll. Actually, what they might do is they're just going to concede it and they're going to take the penalty right now maybe. Or timeout called, actually. Would have thought they could have just conceded the delay of game, put them 5 yards back so they could get a better punting position. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break here. 3:13 left here to go in the game. Oak Creek leads 38-0. More high school football coming your way on Zaleski Sports. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 38-0, 3:13 left here to go in the fourth quarter. WIAA High School Football Week 1 on Zaleski Sports. Final night of Week 1 here. Fall Sports is kicking off here as Chapman's actually going to throw it here on 4th and 14. He's going to take a shot to the right sideline. Oh, my goodness. After having a really good day, Dennis Morris made a Mawson catch in the end zone. It was a good throw by Chapman.
Waterford takes over at the 35-yard
As Dennis Morris almost had another big touchdown on the right sideline, another leaping catch. If you're a wide receiver, you got to have a good vertical as the clock continues to roll. As Oak Creek will turn the ball over on downs. They just wanted to see what Chapman still had in him in his arm the rest of this game. But I tell you what, Oak Creek having two quarterbacks here, it makes me wonder what they're going to do next week as well, if they're going to roll with the same approach with both quarterbacks. Let's say one of them's doing really good or really bad. Maybe they could pull in someone else for the rest, but that's the perks of having two really good quarterbacks on this team. And keep in mind, J.J. Chapman's only 13 years old. Blake Furcus is also a junior and has experience here in some playoff games. As the throw is up the middle from Desart.
Caden Desert's pass complete to Mason Lusick.
Mason Lusick on the catch that time. Gain of about 8 yards.
Made by Blake Yozelski.
2 minutes left here to go in the game. Once again, we are going to,
2nd and 2.
after the game, we're going to go straight to the Nasonville Dairy post-game show, play that ad, and then I'll come back with a quick recap. Since our microphone, we have a missing part right now, we're going to instead shoot a video on the field, on the phone for the post-game player of the game. As, oh my goodness, breaking through tackles and picking up the first down is Jax Pesh. He's been pretty good all day, just breaking through and plowing through. As this Oak Creek defense has been stifling all day. But next week, keep in mind, we will be at Muskego, or Oak Creek for Muskego at Oak Creek. We hope that Muskego and Oak Creek fans can tune in to us if you can't make it to the game. We might have a sellout next week. That's a really big game for both sides, both teams. Muskego taking a 24-21 lead. That's unbelievable against a really good Neenah team. So with 1:05 left to go, it should be a good one here. Matt Pegg will have the call for you. I'll be producing on the producing end next week. As that throw is complete to the left side.
To Caden Schicker.
Under a minute left here to go in the game.
2nd and 5.
Oak Creek will start the year 1-0. Hope maybe putting Waterford scoreless. I hope I don't jinx them right now. That'll be just devil magic right now for me. But it's been a fun night here, opening night here on Zaleski Sports. Had some really good football games Thursday and Friday night. As Desart's going to throw that one deep, and it's going to be incomplete on the left sideline. Just fell out of the hands of his wide receiver, Mason Lusick. As I think they're going to let that one go here. And the mercy clock continues to roll. I don't think that quarterback, Caden Desart's going to roll with another play, and that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Final from Waterford High School, 38-0. It was all Oak Creek tonight here. They win. Oak Creek goes to 1-0. Waterford 0-1 and still scoreless to start the school year. Hope to bounce back for them next week. It doesn't get any easier as they play a really good Middleton team. As we get Scott Holler on the camera right now, the Oak Creek athletic director, one of the guys that helps us get to where we are here as a home school for the Oak Creek Knights. But we're going to go quickly to the Nasonville Dairy post-game show right now. Fresh cheese curds made daily. We're going to come back with a quick recap of the game right after this.
And your final score this evening, Oak Creek 38, Waterford 0.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Get those fresh cheese curds made daily at nasonvilledairy.com. 38-0 is the final. Oak Creek defeats Waterford with a breeze. As we see Oak Creek, Joel Parr and his team huddling up, giving them that speech right now, as this was a really great game for them here. So I'm going to recap the game before we sign off here. So this was a really one-sided game. There's really not really much to say about it other than Oak Creek's dominance with the passing game. Two quarterbacks is going to be their main story here coming into this one. Blake Firk is the junior with 4 passing touchdowns. I'm not quite sure how many receiving yards he had. We didn't calculate that. And how about the freshman J.J. Chapman coming in, making some really good plays. A couple big, deep touchdowns. We know that he could throw the deep ball already as a 13-year-old freshman. Believe it or not, 13-year-old freshman coming into this game. 2 passing touchdowns for J.J. Chapman, the freshman. 3 receiving touchdowns for wide receiver Doug Hamilton. A couple for sophomore Dennis Morris. 1 touchdown to open up the game for Max Hoagland Jr. So it's been all one-sided for the Oak Creek Knights, and you just almost got to figure, can this Oak Creek Knights team do something and shock the WIAA when they play Muskego next week, as Muskego has been dominating all week. It's been just dominance all over the place. But 38-0 is their final. Oak Creek won. Their offense and defense looks really good coming off the bat. We'll be back with you guys next week for Oak Creek versus Muskego in the OC. So Matt Peck will have the call for you there. We'll be alternating each week, taking turns of the play-by-play. I'll be back on the producing end. But really fun night here. Opening night of FNL, always a fun night. High school football season is underway. Oak Creek is 1-0. Oak Creek fans, we'll see you guys next week on Zaleski Sports for Oak Creek versus Muskego football at 7 p.m. Thank you, guys.